somebody, when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Dukes will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job of being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy, because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Dukes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He'll do it himself. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a
touchdown, Dukes! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now, This is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Goes to the option. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Buys a little time. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's good. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
They'll try the toss to the left. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The receiver on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw, it's good. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Here comes the option. The pitch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Trying to find the end zone. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the 1st half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. bringing it out. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's good. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swap the ball down.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Iowa City. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable 1st half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Looking downfield, it's good. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Etheridge. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Really good job. Play getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Marshall. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. in motion, try to clear the picture. Toss sweep to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, get a nice positive game with the toss back.
To the air, it's good. Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Quick toss. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll take it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Wide open downfield. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just a passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Quick completion on the out. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
They're going to run it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's good. Buys a little time with his feet. Inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to touch it.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Fires to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. They try to get it outside on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it at the 20. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Off play action on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Using his feet. Fighting off the defender. And a short run there, and that'll end it. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.